Coach Dubose. Yeah, he brought me in. He was much nicer when he came through my door to recruit me, but then once I got up there, he was yelling and making me cry a good bit my first year.
Talk about Stallings a little bit, Coach Stallings.
Just a great coach. He was an intimidating coach, though. If you didn't do the right things, he'd get on to you. He'd make you jump a little bit. But he's just a great coach. He had a conservative style offense, and he believed in defense. He didn't care if he won by 1 point. You know, it could be 2-0. He's happy. He doesn't care. He just wants to win. And he molded me into a good player my first year.
Talk about playing in the bowl game. What was that experience like?
Just all the bowl games,
Yeah.
exciting. Just the gifts that we get, our bowl money, we were happy just to go out of town and go away and play. It was exciting, playing teams that's out of our conference. It was just exciting, especially the one when we went to Tampa and played down there my redshirt freshman year. Just had a great time. I think we tore that city up pretty good.
Do you have any kind of pregame rituals or routine, like you have to put a certain thing on a certain time? Maybe things that people wouldn't know about?
I just pray before the game, and that's it. The Lord protects me and my teammates, and help the coaches make the right decisions. And that's it. I don't really have, put the left foot on, cleat on first or anything like that. I don't do anything.
Who you stay close to off those teams?
Off those teams?
Who you close to now?
Kelvin Sigler. We came up together from elementary school all the way up here, and Steve Stanley. And there's some more guys, but mostly those two.
When you have a teammate that has those situations, what do you do to try to help them through those tense times like that?
I just want to go out and play my best and protect his backside. Andrew played against a lot of those guys, and I think he played with some of them in high school also. So he wanted to go out there and prove those guys that, we were going to win this game, and he was the better man that day, and he did just that.
Tell us about halftime. What kind of do you like a fiery halftime? Do you like one that's calm and you're making adjustments? What do you think halftime should be about?
It just depends on the way the game's going. I can remember the Auburn game my senior year. We stink it up pretty bad that first half. We were throwing the ball and throwing a lot of incomplete passes, and we also couldn't stop their fullback that they had. He was running all over us. So, everybody went into halftime like we had lost the game, but we still had another half to play, and that's when I pretty much stepped up and chewed everybody out. But if things are going good out there, I don't really think you need all that yelling. I think everybody needs to calm down and refocus and just reevaluate the whole situation and go back out there and perform well in the second half. I tell you what, the game, it was a tight game all the way through, but at halftime, everybody was pretty calm. I think Coach was pleased with the way we were playing. I think he wanted the defense to step up a little bit more. For the most part, everything was calm, and they just told us we were doing a good job and made some adjustments, and we went back out there and took it to them. I was so excited when Coach called that play, and to be honest, I didn't expect to score off the first play. I thought we were going to have a little fight to get in the end zone, but, I clapped my guy down, me and Griff Redmond, we had a double team. Then I saw the little safety scraping over the top, so I ran and knocked him down, and that was all she wrote. Sean just skated in the end zone, and Draper had an excellent block, drove a guy maybe like 8 or 9 yards downfield. It was just a lot of excitement. It's hard to explain, it just felt great out there, especially to go in their house. They had been beat, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, 31 games or something down there in the swamp. And nobody gave us a chance, really, except the diehard fans and our coaches, and we gave ourselves a chance. We believed in ourselves. We went down there and took it to those guys.
Were you in on the extra points?
Yes, I was.
Talk about that emotional roller coaster there.
Oh, I tell you what, we missed it, and I was so upset. But then all of a sudden they said that the guy was offsides, and that was much a relief right there. But we almost missed the second one. So I was starting to get a little upset. But once it went through and we won, that was it. I started talking a lot of trash to all of those guys. And one of the guys, I don't know if he was the strength coach or whatever, Florida guy, I told him, I said, I was just bragging. I'm all in his face. He said, yep, we'll see you guys again. We'll see you guys again. And sure enough, they saw us again, but it really wasn't close the second time. We just smashed them. You know what? Right before we went out, I think I told Sean, I said, call heads. And early in the game, I think he missed the coin toss, something like that. But he called heads, and we won the toss. So we were kind of joking around with that. But I think we just knew we were going to win that game. It was no doubt ever in my mind, except for the time we punted the ball late in the game. But when we recovered that fumble, I knew it was just meant for us to win. I actually joked with Spurrier when he came to the Redskins to coach about that game and rubbed it in his face just a little bit because he used to talk bad about Bama. And yeah, I tell you what, we paid him back pretty good. After a game, I think the strip. I wouldn't say a person. I wanted to see the strip. And I wanted to see Dustin McClintock and the rest of those guys go out, take care of each other, have a good time.
On the way over, we rode the Marta thing. All the Florida people were talking trash on the way back. It wasn't any of these. We were the only Alabama people going back. They left about a halftime.
That's true. That's true.
Feeling that, or-
Yeah, it was a great feeling though. When we got back on campus, I saw cars flipped over on the strip. You know, people out with pitchers of beer just hanging out. So I couldn't wait to get out there. We were on the bar singing, Roll Tide, Sweet Home Alabama, everybody hugging, kissing, just having a great time together. That team was pretty tight and a special team also.